So let's take a look a little closer to home at Iowa's congressional races. District 3 was one that got a whole lot of attention because it was one of the most competitive races in the country. That district includes Des Moines, and the AP now projects Republican incumbent Zach Nunn has defeated Democratic challenger Lenon Beckham for that seat in Congress. Beckham only won Polk County, the most populous county in the state of Iowa. So let's bring in KCCI's Nicole Tam, who's focusing on that race for us this morning. Nicole, Democrats had hoped to flip that seat in their effort to try to take back the entire U.S. House.
And it was evident throughout the campaign trail because of the ad dollars that was spent on that specific race itself. If you remember, for weeks and weeks, our TV ads, a lot of it did focus on Zach Nunn and Lenon Beckham, but it did come to an end last night. Iowa GOP hosted their watch party here at the Hilton downtown Des Moines. We're here this morning, and that is also where Zach Nunn thanked his supporters on stage last night. His family was also there to support him as he made those comments, and of course, he also thanked Lenon Beckham, his opponent. The congressman shared he is looking forward to serving Iowans once again in Congress and working on issues such as border security and the economy. Both he and the Democratic challenger Beckham have military backgrounds. Now, meanwhile, Lenon did not make a speech last night. His campaign said the race was too close to call and he would have more to say today. But meantime, Nunn says he is continuing to advocate for Iowans in Washington, D.C.
We didn't do this alone. Every Iowan who took the time to have their voice heard, who fought this election up and down the ballot, Iowa has had a huge response and is going to change the trajectory of this country.
And we did not hear from Lenon Beckham last night, but we did talk with his supporters. That includes former Iowa Governor and U.S. Secretary of Agriculture Tom Vilsack. He says he's very proud of Beckham's accomplishments throughout this campaign, and we'll be watching when Beckham addresses his supporters later today. Live in downtown Des Moines this morning, Nicole Tam, KCCI 8 News, Iowa's news leader.
Yeah, no doubt, Nicole. The 3rd congressional district was close, but it's nothing compared to Iowa's 1st congressional district because that is an even closer one. Alyssa's back at the studio with how this race is still unfolding this morning. Alyssa, this one is razor thin.
Yeah, Eric, and it's ongoing. But overnight, Republican incumbent Marinette Miller Meeks declared victory over Democrat Christina Bohannon. It's important to note that the AP has not yet called that race, though. The district covers southeastern Iowa, which includes Indianola, Davenport, Keokuk, and Iowa City. Now, here's a look at the vote count right now. Miller Meeks leads Bohannon by a little bit more than 400 votes, with 97% of precincts reporting. Both candidates spoke to their supporters about this tight race last night.
This campaign is about you. What country do you and do I and my family want to leave behind? That is our legacy, that is our responsibility, and that is our duty, and we do it with honor, courage, conviction, resilience, and we do it with integrity.
When we came into this race, we knew this was going to be a tough race from the beginning. There were people across the country who thought that we would never make it this far, that this would never be a toss-up race. And we made it a real toss-up race. And as of tonight, it's kind of still up in the air.
And these candidates are not unfamiliar with each other. This race was a rematch from 2022. Back then, Miller Meeks defeated Bohannon by 7 percentage points.
Let's go to District 2 now. Republican incumbent Ashley Hinson will represent northeastern Iowa for a 3rd term in the U.S. House of Representatives. She faced 2 challengers, Democrat Sarah Corkery and independent Jody Puffett. Hinson celebrated her win from Cedar Falls last night, while Corkery declined to comment.
I ran because I love Iowa so much. I love this state. It's where we have chosen to live and raise our family. It's given me so much. It's given me everything. I was born and raised here. My parents are here in the back, so thanks, Mom and Dad, for everything you did for me. I believe in our state, and I believe in our people, and you guys give me the power that I need to keep on doing this job. The people of Iowa are and will be my only bosses in what I'm doing for you in Washington, D.C. I am humbled, so humbled, by the opportunity to do this job for you again, and that you have put your faith in me for another 2 years.
Over in District 4, Republican incumbent Randy Feenstra wins his third term to Congress. He had a 16-point advantage in the latest Des Moines Register Mediacom Iowa poll. This year's matchup was a rematch from 2022. Democrat Ryan Melton challenged Feenstra back then and tried to flip the historically red district again. Results came in just before 10 last night.
I just want to say, whether I'm at home or in the halls of Congress, my faith is my guide and my rock. I've been so blessed by my Lord and Savior to serve my hometown and my district in the state of Iowa. I always strive to glorify His name in all that I do. When I first came to Congress, I pledged one thing, that I would deliver results, conservative results, for our families and for our businesses and for our rural communities. And it's a promise I've kept over the last 4 years, and something that I plan to definitely keep the next 2.
I ultimately know that we've learned so much. We implemented those lessons learned. We're going to see a notable improvement from last time to this time. So that's affirmation that we learned the right lessons. We put in the right kind of work in the right places. And we're just going to keep on building.